and I've thought that the timings were ma'am must have tried to match the timings of yours with European time, and then planned out these hours, in fact.
Yeah, actually, because she's in India, she visited us on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, she visited us on Friday, and because she's in India, she was more occupied on Saturday. So I said, okay, see, for my this is alumni talk, sir. So anything comfortable for my alumni is comfortable for me.
Right. So she came to the campus.
Yes, she has been to the campus.
I would have met her, ma'am.
Yeah, she will be coming again because I have kept her small work pending. So because of which she will be coming again. It always feels so good to see all the students. Like currently, to see any student on campus is a pleasure, and to see an alumni on the campus is like a lottery. It's
yes, absolutely correct, ma'am. Absolutely correct. And Avanti, I still correct when she asked me, "Sir, I am the only person from pharmacy in this entire Europe alumni group."
Yeah.
I said, I could be to your help, ma'am, only. And if you are in connect with somebody, that's a different thing to reach out.
Right. Actually, the database which we have collected, there are few more, but yes, they have been taught very, they are very quite old batch, 10 years old, 12 years old. So, we have their probably LinkedIn's and all that, but we have them, but we have not yet got any reply from their side. So we keep revising this activity every month. We revise, resend the invite, so that someday it might be they might find time to reply back to us. And probably is quite possible with different time zones and with different situation altogether. Probably they are not able to connect to us as of now. As Avanti was never, she's still a student for me. So it's never forgotten. So she's always on the page.
Yeah.
Even I recollect that Avanti left the group in between, na? So I requested you, no, alumni group of Europe.
No, I didn't left. I am still.
Yeah. No. You were trying, you wanted to leave because you were the only pharmacy, background alumni over there in the group. So I thought you wanted. So I think we have
time
communication
for you. Yeah.
Are you in touch, interacting with these people?
No, not really. Because once I joined the meeting, like all the alumni group meeting of Europe, that time we met together, but then I didn't got any meeting link or something like that to get together and talk about.
They were supposed to organize internally some of the other gatherings. In fact, so I'll expect him to take it, because the other gentleman who is secretary, who is in Japan, he's actually happened to be my student only.
Okay.
2008, that is of MCM.
Okay.
So I'll tell him to be in touch with you. You're in Germany, na?
Yes, in Germany, right.
I'll tell him to be in touch with you, and I have one more. She is also head HR, head recruitment HR, multinational company in Germany. She settled over there. She got the citizenship as well. So, Rashmi Sharma.
Okay.
Local connect, will also help you.
Yeah, exactly.
And both are citizens now. Both are settled in Germany. They're part of the group. You can even
I will try to connect.
Yeah.
So there was I will start the formal talk now, because many have joined very quickly. Around 32 I can see. Still few are getting admitted. As I mentioned, Avanti, there are quite often there are network issues. But yes, everybody was looking forward for this talk to happen. We have with us Dr. Amol Tagad Palliwar sir. He is a faculty from might be you might
Hello, sir.
recognize him. Amol,
Yeah,
yeah, he has taken your Viva, if you remember.
yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Oh,
Sutix Viva, yes. So Avanti is our 2019 batch, and
okay.
she just completed her Germany, her education in Germany, and now she will be working with
BASF.
company. Yeah, she's already placed
Great.
at BASF, the polymer.
Great, great.
Yeah. So very warm welcome to you, Avanti, to this alumni talk. Very, very grateful to you that you have really found out some time for all your, all the youngsters looking forward to you. The talk, this particular activity is a very interactive activity, and
Mhm.
really see to it that more and more information can be directly provided from the alumni to the students, so that they
Yeah,
get a benefit. And then you get a small connect, once you have passed out 2 3 4 3 4 years, after that you lose the connect with the student fraternity. So this
Mhm.
I think always help us to make some small networking things which can help you to come back to the alma mater. So very
Yeah, definitely.
welcome to you, Avanti, and I would request that can you please introduce yourself so that we can continue.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my experience and my journey in Germany. So, hi all, how are you doing? I hope you are doing really very well. So, this is Avanti, and I passed out in 2018. And currently, I have completed my master's in international healthcare management in Germany. And along with my master's, I worked with BSF, and there I was in the marketing team. And there I led different marketing projects for our pharmaceutical ingredient. And then I work with UNICEF as well as a volunteer. And currently I'm working with a project which is going in Ghana to develop some hospital management in urban areas. And yeah, so if you have any questions, doubts, queries, please feel free to ask.
Right. Avanti, the students are the same. 3 years have not changed anything much, but they are the same. So as we discuss ahead with your journey, they will
Mhm.
gradually come up with small talks, and then they, start asking questions. And at the end of the session, we will be like, running to close the session. They will be like, ma'am, wait, I want to ask one more question. So that is how still, and that is really very fascinating. So I have,
Mhm.
before we start with the questionnaire in particular from the students, I have few things in my mind which I really want to ask you, Avanti.
Yeah.
I remember you very well. You were representing, you were 4 students, small group, and then you. I think we talked more when you were in Germany than actually when you were in the campus. Mm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so I still remember Avanti as uh, I will not say introvert, but a bit of shy or very involved
Mhm.
and not so involved
Yeah.
in other
Yeah.
things, type of a
Mhm.
personality. So that
Yeah,
to this Avanti 3 years transformation, can you just elaborate?
yeah. So like when I entered in pharmacy in bachelor's, when I wanted to pursue my bachelor's in pharmacy, like it was just like, okay, now I will pursue my bachelor's and then I will join any company and then I will work. But then when I entered in the second year, then I realized that we really need to something because this field is very, very vast, dynamic, and at to an international level. And it's like you will find never ending opportunities here. So then I realized that I really need to do a different kind of stuff because everyone was like, I want to go to United States, but I was into some another thing, like I want to do it differently. And then I choose Germany, and then this is how I progressed myself. And yeah, like the like talking about introvert part, yes, of course, like there comes there's some situations in your life where you really need to come out of your comfort zone, where really need to push yourself to represent yourself, to prove yourself in such a big platforms. And like, yeah, this was my journey, and I always pushed myself. I overcome my fears, and this is how I am today now, representing India in Germany and Germany in India.
Yeah, very true. So Avanti, it must not be a simple journey that anybody can understand. But
Of course.
what were the small steps which you started very well in advance, which made you to reach to this position so quickly? Like I understand German as a language is a difficult language. So when did
Mhm.
you preparing for it? How did you progress? And what is your advice for the students?
Mhm. So yeah, like I don't want to really focus on the language part, but still I want to share my experience about it. Like I was having a German language since my 8th standard, and I keep continuing learning in 11th and 12th as well. Then there is one institute in Pune, which is Goethe Institute. I learned from there, and so I was having one kind of a shield with me that I have a language in. So but that's not a big issue for you all to pursue masters in Germany. And the small steps about it is like you really need to find your interest where you want to do. Okay, sometimes there comes some situations that you are like, okay, I like this as well, but you really need to figure out what is your interest. Are you interested in research? Do you have a management or leadership skills so you can go into pharmaceutical management? Are you really interested in healthcare, getting to know about the world's healthcare system? So it's up to you to figure out your interest. Yes, you might need guidance, you might some information, you really need to seek out a lot of information, create your network, build your network, seek for the information, and then definitely you will find your interest and your and the course you want to pursue. So it's like when I was deciding to pursue my masters, I was like, I want to do the masters where there is a lot of scope so that I can work in a big company and I can earn. To be very honest, our field is like very dynamic. You will find a lot of opportunities wherever you will go. You just need to do the best of you can, and yeah, you will get placed everywhere in the world. Mhm.
So, according to you, language will not be a big barrier altogether. You need to know few basic steps, basic
Yeah.
contents of German, but it is not the only thing which will really limit us to go to Germany.
Yeah, I mean, there are some universities in Germany which offer German language courses. Like when you start studying, they have the German language courses which are absolutely free of cost, because like knowing a German in Germany is not that big issue, because there are so many people who don't know German at all and still they are working. But just for you to enter into the German market, just to know the people, to build your German network, you need a basic level of language. But if it's possible for you to learn in India, that's very good because it makes your profile very strong. And yeah, but just for visa process, you need it. But that will not, because if your course is in English, then it's absolutely fine. But there are some courses which is partly German and partly English. So at that time, for that thing, you really need to know at least A1 or A2. And believe me, German learning is really very much fun thing. Yeah.
So, Avanti, did you had any friends back in the school who were learning Sanskrit as their one of the languages? And do you have you ever compared Sanskrit with German? Like, this is a question from my side, just for the
Mhm.
to understand. Like many of the schools, they do offer Sanskrit in Maharashtra. So I was
Mhm.
if
Yeah, like you can compare German with Marathi, you can say, because my professor was comparing the German with Marathi because
Mhm.
it because some of the grammar concepts is very similar to Marathi,
Similar.
but some
Okay.
don't have any idea, to be very honest.
Okay.
Because but
Like
Marathi I can.
yeah, most like I do not know how many of them had Sanskrit as their second language till 10th standard or something. But I was just like, if that can help them to drag some line in between German and the
Mhm.
language aspect of it,
Yeah,
I was
definitely.
just thinking of it. So, oh, great. Avanti, you might like you know the profile of people like around if 100 students from MITW are going abroad. So out of
Mhm.
it, around 91 students they do go to USA. whereas
Mhm.
in 9 they turn out to the European countries. So what made it as your choice? You mentioned that you wanted to do different.
Mhm.
How did you like plotted it? What was the way you plotted it?
So like you can say the core speciality of Germany is that you will really have to pay less for your tuition fees, and as compared to United States, that's the very first thing, because most of the universities are government funded, so you really need to pay just for your living expenses, and that too you can work for part-time jobs easily. There are a lot of part-time jobs available in food court, in packing shops and so on, so that's not a problem. Then the second is like in Germany, you get opportunity to do the internships because the universities has a direct collaboration with the pharmaceutical companies. So they help you to get placed to do internships wherever you want. And the second thing is like you can extend, third thing is like you can extend your master's course. For example, my course was for 1.5 years, but I have extended 2 semester more just I want to do some internships and want to learn more, and I want to grasp some international experience. And the fourth thing is like they have a compulsory master thesis program, and in United States you will not find the master thesis 6 months program like project. So this master thesis program is really very important in your life, which actually helps you to prepare for future professional challenges. And in that project, it's a 6 months project, you will learn a lot of things, like you will learn a lot of research tools, research methods. You will get to know how to do a research on dex research on a particular topic. And also German universities, they also gives you opportunity to do your master thesis with any of the pharmaceutical companies of your interest. You just need to apply to that companies, and if they found your profile interesting, they will call for interview, and that makes your profile really very stronger when you do your master thesis with the company. And this option is really not available with United States for doing master thesis project. And another benefit of this project is like you learn how to manage a project, how to lead a project, how to represent that project, how to do the risk analysis of that project. So it's really a very, very amazing thing that you are doing a master thesis in your masters. So yeah, these are all the
Yeah.
benefits I figured it out. And yeah.
Yours is not a master's in pharmaceutical sciences, right?
No.
Yeah,
Mine
it
was
is.
national healthcare management.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
can you just elaborate about the course of it for us?
Yeah, sure. So like my program was structured in five major branches. So like it will be very, very difficult for you to understand, but I will try to make it more simpler. So the five main core subjects was like international healthcare systems. So where I have learned how the healthcare systems are running all over the world. For example, in Asia Pacific, in Middle East countries, in Australia, in New Zealand, in United States, in Europe. So this was the subject I studied. Then I studied hospital management and all over the world, how it like what's the basic structure or basic goals to run a hospital in a country, like in the big global hospitals. Then the third subject I studied was clinical supply chain management. So this is like I found it very interesting. So it was like how the healthcare services are delivered to the patients, considering his financial background, his income level, and like how the product is manufactured, or like healthcare services, like starting from its manufacturing to the patient, how the journey is carried out, and how you can contribute in that journey. And then the fourth subject was like evidence-based medicine. So like evidence-based medicine is very trending topic right now. It's like collecting all the evidences for developing the patient life. Like if so, for example, if someone has a cancer, so which is the most suitable treatment for him with the evidence,
Mhm.
with his economic background, his income level, how much he can afford, how can government can donate his funds to them. So this is all about my course. And then the fifth was like strategic marketing, which is my main subject. Like I have done a major in strategic marketing in terms of healthcare, life science, medical technology, and pharmaceuticals. Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
so this
so
is
these are the five main aspects of your entire course.
exactly.
Very like you have had a lucid presentation of them. We got to learn
Yeah.
a lot. Like
Mhm.
we never thought about a subject which will talk about learning the way people have been getting treatment in different continents of the world. So
Yeah,
yeah, that
considering
is
different factors. Yeah.
very
Mhm.
and very analytical as well. Like
Yeah,
your
exactly.
database of something like this, you will be like you will be amongst the best to design a particular course of treatment for anybody. So that is amazing. Yes,
Mhm.
we have started with the question requests. I would like to request Puneet to unmute himself and ask a question. Puneet, Puneet. Sorry, Praneeth. It is Praneeth. I'm sorry. Praneeth, are you?
Okay, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you told Puneet, so I
Oh, I know.
thought there
I'm
is
sorry.
someone
I'm
called.
sorry. I was not reading the chat. I just recalled it.
Okay. Hi, Avanti, this is Pranit.
Hi, Praneeth.
Yeah, I wanted to know on what exams did you give to enter the course and enter Germany? Like, did you
Mhm.
have to give IELTS or any exams like that, or did you
Yeah.
get direct admission?
No. So like in United States, you need TOEFL. Similarly, in European countries, you need IELTS. And to get admitted in a good universities, reputed universities, it's okay to score 7 or 7.5. And the second exam was like a German exam. So like every university has their like assessment test at the start, so that's not a part of application, but when they like your profile, they send you an assessment test to do, so that just to get to know about you and your capabilities. Yeah. So as
Yeah, but
states, you don't need GRE such like that, but just IELTS, but with a good score and your academic profile.
yeah, but you told that that some universities don't require you to have German language before the
Exactly.
admission.
Yeah.
So then they will not take the test if we opt for that thing.
Like which test? Assessment test.
Yeah, that assessment
No,
test.
that is mandatory. I told you that it's not a like part of a process. When your application is come, that then they ask you to do the assessment like your profile.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. The entire course is of 1.5 years, if I rightly understand.
Yes, it was of one.
Then 6 months you will be you are doing your like internship, or it is included, that 1.5 years is included with that 6 months internship.
No, like 1.5 years was like academic course, which consists
Academic
of
course.
3 semesters. And then like if you want to take a gap for 1 semester, 2 semesters is up to you. And then you can do you enroll for master thesis and you're done. So what I did is like I took a gap to just to do some internships and to get experience in German working culture. And then I enrolled for masters and master thesis.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just a minute. Before I come to another question, I would request the students to either raise their hands or put that in the chat box, their questions, or they can directly ask me to unmute, request you to unmute yourself so that they can directly ask the questions. So students, please post it in the chat box, right? Avanti, the entire 2 years, what you have spent in Germany, how easy it was
Mhm.
to, be like, how is the culture? How is the German culture like altogether to stay there and uh, to to have a social life?
Okay, like so I don't know from where to start, but I will try to answer this perfectly. So like when I went, I was alone. I mean, it was my first flight journey, and I was alone. Then I was very independent at that time because I have to do all alone. Then I landed. Then I booked a cab. Then I went to the apartment which I have booked for myself. I was not having an internet, so then I asked that driver to give me a Wi-Fi, and then I finally connected with my family, and I told them I reached to Germany. And then it was like, it's like, yeah, of course, like when you are landing to another country, it's very, very challenging to balance yourself and to get to know other country, the people. Then slowly and slowly, it was my first day in my university. Then I met a lot of people there. Then I realized I'm not alone here. I have a lot of people who are like with me. And then slowly and slowly my master started. Then again, you really have to manage your own stuff like cooking, then scheduling part-time jobs, and studying, because the studies is quite difficult. I mean, I can't say difficult, but it's very brainstorming activities. You get to do case studies, presentations, and group activities. So yeah. And then afterwards, then you like that country, you will explore that country, you will find a lot of new friends, you will like to explore the culture. And yeah, so this was my journey. And then afterwards, in Germany, it's the bureaucracy is very, very critical. I mean, you really need to stick to the rules and regulations every day, each and every day. There is a different tax system, but that's not the part. You will do it hands on hands. And then yeah, then focusing on your internships, then working, balancing everything.
So you got some roommates, or like you are still staying alone?
No, after that I got the roommates, but initially,
Yeah, I know it is like, and if like good knowing German, otherwise it would have been like, further more difficult to,
yeah.
yeah, like over the period of time, anybody can cope up, but it's always an advantage. So
Yeah.
I have Ankit. Mm. Can you just ask yourself, Ankit, by yourself? Okay. There is Surabhi who wants to ask a question. Surabhi?
Hi Avanti, this is Surabhi.
I should be.
Yeah, I actually have a question that what exactly will be your job profile when you do healthcare management?
So as I mentioned earlier, my major focus was on strategic marketing. Though I have gained knowledge about all the healthcare aspects of healthcare systems, but my interest was in marketing and strategic marketing. So my profile is like developing marketing strategies for product positioning, for pharmaceutical, for life science or medical technology, then doing a market research, market analysis, competitive benchmarking. So for example, if I have one product, how can I get that product into the market, international markets like EMA region, Asia Pacific, considering all the different aspects, their competitors, economic factors, the patient segments, the consumer segments, and so on. So this is my
Okay. Like it is more similar to decision analysis, healthcare decision analysis, and that line.
I cannot say it's 100%, but you can consider as 20% because it's a bottom line of it. Decision analysis is like bottom line, and then the model builds up. So
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Ugre Aniket?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you
Yes,
please
ma'am.
ask your question?
Hi, Avanti. Hi, Aniket Ugle. I want to ask which are the top 3 universities in Germany?
in healthcare management,
Yeah,
or
in Oniko. I have to do my production in pharmaceutics. So which course should be I should choose first of all?
So let me first clear your question. So you want to do your master's in production and manufacturing of pharmaceuticals, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. So like to be really very honest, I don't know like which universities offer production manufacturing masters, but I can definitely send you some links through which you can have access to those universities or you can find. And yeah, I have like if you
Okay.
want a research, I know the research universities really very well. So yeah, if you want to know about that universities, I can.
You can tell that.
Mhm. So
Okay.
like pharmacology, masters in pharmacology and toxicology, there is one university which is Potsdam University. And the second is Humboldt University for management courses. It's like top 10, it's like top 5 university, and it's like government funded. So you really don't have to pay the tuition fees. And the third is like Fry University, also for management courses. Like you will have some health related courses, master courses. So these three are
Okay.
there.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay.
So he's our first year student. So currently, like, because of this unprecedented time, he has not yet joined, like physically joined the college. And because of that, he probably does not have an exposure of many aspects of pharmaceuticals. So he's just figuring out. Good.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.
So being in first year, it is obvious that
Yeah, ma'am. Really that. Yes,
manufacturing
ma'am.
is
That is really.
absolutely, absolutely. We will shortly, like as the government permits, we will open up the college for you, and you will have a fascinating time. That I promise. So all your
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's some. No, ma'am.
Yes.
Saturday only Satish sir told me about. I asked him about
Mhm.
Germany, and next day you put the message about part. So I directly asked her which are
Yes,
the, because that Saturday only Satish sir told me about this.
yes. So we have Professor Satish Polchettiwar joined for Avanti to wave a hand. Polchettiwar sir, can you just unmute yourself and
Yes. It is really nice to see Avanti. We
Hello,
are
sir.
really feeling proud to see on this board, and thank you, Shastri Madam, for taking this initiative to introduce you. Yesterday only, I had a discussion with first year students to
yes,
join
that
this
is what he
alumni talk.
mentioned.
Yeah.
Very
Thank you once again, Avanti, for
Yeah.
guiding all the
It's my
students.
pleasure. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's my
great to see you.
Yes, Avanti, Jnanesh Limaye sir has also joined us.
Mhm.
Sir,
Yes, madam.
yes. Sir, Avanti,
Hello, Avanti.
for 2018 student and currently studying.
Yes,
Yeah, we had a brief introduction that day.
correct.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Avanti. You can, Shastri madam, you
Hello,
can
sir.
hear me, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So, Avanti, good to know that you are here. And no need to tell you that education is free in Germany. There are a lot of master's programs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
please share whatever you know. What is the process? Maybe you can talk to them about Uni Assist or some universities which are not going through Uni Assist. Tell them everything. Yeah, I'm sure you will do that. Yes.
Yeah, I already mentioned some of the code points, and I'm
Yes.
just asking the questions for what they have
Okay.
currently. Mhm.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes.
sir, for
So,
joining
Shastri
us.
madam, no need to thank. I saw your message a little bit later. I was on calls. So,
Yes.
Avanti, when are you going back to
On 16th
Germany?
July.
16 July. So there is
Yeah, on
still there is
16th.
time. Yeah. So, Shastri madam, if possible, let us meet her.
Yes,
Let
sir.
us invite her once, and then we will talk to her.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Avanti.
Avanti, you are saying something?
No, I was like, okay, we can meet up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Avanti,
We will sponsor your lunch.
No.
Don't worry. Okay, good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Avanti, as you know, we have you have seen our infrastructure. We are growing, we are growing. But yes, you know our infrastructure, and you know the infrastructure which is present at Germany. So, can you just highlight few points which can really take us ahead to, you know, we probably won't be able to match it right away, but yes, we can, you know, try to bridge the gap as. So any improvement you expect that at undergraduate levels, you feel that these should have been in my college and so would have been of a great value addition to me if I have been in masters for Germany in Germany.
Mhm. Yeah, like first point I would like to mention that I
I
have
will
not
exit.
done any
Sorry, Avanti. I will exit.
No,
Yes,
that's
sir.
okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Maybe Avanti is under pressure if I'm there. So carry on. Yeah. Go ahead and wish you all the good luck. We will meet Avanti in college later on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye bye.
Yes, Avanti.
Yeah. So yeah, like when I was in a bachelor's, I have not done any internship. Like I have done internship, but that was just for 7 days, 1 week internship like that. So when I went in Germany, I have realized that I really need to have an experience in a company, like at least for 1 or 2 months, just to understand how the pharmaceutical departments actually runs. So for example, if you are interested in research, so you really need to understand how the research department runs at a very organizational level. So it actually builds your profile and makes your CV stronger to get internships. And yeah, and the second thing is like the presentations part. So like of course we have the presentation and so some stuff, but it's like, according to my opinion, like every student should have the stage daring to go and to improve themselves, no matter what you weak at English, or it doesn't really matter, but just build your confidence and go ahead and speak loud whatever you want. That actually builds up your profile, and that is actually important for every student. It should be compulsory to to go in front of audience and talk. Yeah.
Yes. So a small initiative we have started for our students is that we have started Farmaish as a radio channel. And Farmaish actually provides a platform to all our students. It is open to all our students to interact, like, and as well as they are like catching up with people in the industry. They are catching up with people in the outside world other than the college world, and they are taking their interviews.
Yeah.
So they are scheduling the interview, they are interacting with them. They are like, you know, they have to really be like sure of what time is the right time to talk to the industry person, and how he will react, and he should react assertively. So all these things we have, like being in currently we are not able to do the cultural activities at a greater extent.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah.
So we thought of like this will be a good activity, and also looking to the current pandemic, there are a lot of psychological issues students are facing. So just have some new fresh thought to float away their negation, or you know, their monotonousness. We started with this activity of Farmaish. So I will send you a link of Farmaish. You can float it in with your friends also.
Okay, no problem.
Jahnavi with us. Jahnavi, can you just unmute yourself and ask the question?
Yes, ma'am. Hi, Avanti.
Jahnavi.
So I wanted to ask you that what can we do to build a strong application, you know, for applying for management related courses?
Yeah, so like you should start. I mean, I should recommend that you should start doing some small projects which can represent your leadership skills. For example, you can do some projects not only related to research or anything, but a management projects, like doing some desk research, like how the healthcare system is. I'm just giving an example. Okay. So how the hospital management system is. So you can just figure out how the hospital system is, and you lead a project, and what you find out from that project. You can just keep that project with you, but this is very important for you to in your CV that you have done this project and you lead that project. So this is one example. So just start doing projects, like start connecting with organizations. Different, there are so lot of organizations, UNICEF, UNESCO, United Nations, where you can do volunteering. There you can build your leadership skills, organizational skills, communication skills. So there are ample of opportunities. Yeah.
Yes, great to know that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So Janavi probably will be pursuing management courses, and that is why her question was around that. That does the survey type of if she writes a survey review paper or research paper, will it help? Probably that that can be an answer to her. That yes, it can help her at least in finalizing the admits.
Yeah. It's just like how much skills you have and like at what level. Like you need some analytical skills, problem solving skills, of course Microsoft skills, any tech IT related courses. So that just builds your profile. And then at a bachelor's level, if you have a lot of project management experience or anything like regarding to management, that will build your profile definitely.
Correct.
So that was really helpful. Thank you so much.
No problem. My pleasure.
Yes, Avanti, students will follow you after the, generally it has been seen that after the talk is over, a lot many connected with the group, and because you are also there on the WhatsApp group now. So find you out, they will, text you, and then you really need to, help them out, because the questions might not come at this moment because they are at the receptive end, but as they think about themselves, they start progressing about the profile, and they start triggering. One common question which will come surely, which has not yet come by from the students as yet, is that what is the value difference? Like how much is the expense you had in 2 years at Germany, and how much it would have been in USA? So do you have something like this as a comparative to inform them? That will be of great help.
Yeah, sure. So there are two universities, like private and public universities. In United States, you will not find as such like public or private. They have the one structured fees, and you have to pay that fees. But in Germany, it's different, as I mentioned earlier. So for public universities, if your profile is strong, they will give you admit, and then you just have to pay living expenses. For example, you have to show 8 lakh rupees in your blocked account. So it's like a 12 months expense. It's a visa requirement. So there is one German bank called as Deutsche Bank in Yerevan. So you have just blocked that 8 lakh rupees in that account. And when you go in Germany, they disperse you every month 720 euros. So sorry, now it's like 840, but when I was, it was 720. And this is just 8 lakh rupees you will need, and some another amount like cash while traveling. You need some euros in hand just to settle down yourself there. And then after 2-3 months, you will get part-time job easily. So you can work 20 hours per week, and you will get 11 euros, 10 euros per hour. And in that you can easily have access to your house rent, then your health insurance, and your food expense, and so on.
So around, if you say 800 approximately, we takes 800 euros per month. So 800, like what is your expense per month in general?
So in general, you can say, like when I was having a 720 budget at the time, initially I used like 720 for 2-3 months. I used 720, but then I got a part-time job. Then it was actually very, very less. I just used 100-200 euros, and the rest I was paying from my salary. So
around so for around 3 months we will need 8 is 24,000 2,400 euros, and then a few more 100 for the upcoming year, like to just match to the expenses. That's absolutely like.
Yeah, I just told you approximately. You might need a little more sometimes, because it also depends on your house. So because there are student hostels, you can get admission to the student hostel very easily, and they are very, very cheap. But if you are living in a private room, then there you have to pay a lot of money. But you need to apply for hostels and they will give you in 2-3 months. So that's not a problem.
Yeah, fantastic. That is like very, you can figure out like the expense even in Pune. It is more or less the same if a flight is here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that
But
is
like you really need to live in a hostel. In United States, you will not find a hostel such like that. You just have to find a private room and you have to stay with 3-4 people in a sharing. Initially in Germany, definitely you need to stay with people just to wait to get entry in the hostel. But then when you are in a hostel, then you can save a lot of money.
right. And how good is the package thereafter? Like now you will be joining as an employee. So on an average, what is the first salary? Like just a understanding.
Like for entry level, I can say like it also depends on experience. Even though you have experience of 2 years, and then it's your, for example, I have done internships, 2-3 internships, and then I can say I have a experience of 2 years, but that's not my employee experience. That's just a student experience. So my job is like an entry level job, and then it's like around package is like 40 to 48,000 euros per year. So if I have 2 years of experience, and then it depends on your performance, your annual performance. They gives you intense incentives if you are making a change in a company, or you are bringing different strategies, you are bringing something different to the projects. Then definitely it depends on incentives, because it's in a contract only that if you work well, there is like 10 to 20% of incentives you get every year.
Oh, great. So that's fantastic. And how good is Germany to roam around?
Yeah, like no, I must say just Germany. When you come to Europe, or when you want to study in Germany, you get a Schengen visa for 28 countries, and you can explore the entire Europe, like France, Hungary, Budapest. So it's just fun and exciting and challenging and fascinating as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So
It is like, and if you calculate that way, if I'm not wrong, then I think it is just 2.5 hours flight from here to Germany.
No.
8
It's
hours,
like
8 hours, 8 hours.
8 hours, right?
8
Like
hours.
sometimes
To Frankfurt, it is 8 hours.
Yeah. So it depends on city to city. Yeah.
Right. So that's like 8 hours is very reasonable as compared to 36 hours of USA flight.
Yeah.
That way also you are like, easy to reach to type of. Yes, Janvi raises her hand. Janvi she is triggered with questions. Yes, Janvi.
Yes, ma'am. So I really wanted to ask you, if you don't mind me asking, actually, like, did you get admitted to a private university or a public one? And if to a private one, how did you finance yourself for the tuition?
My university was a private university, because this course is like very new, international healthcare management, and most of the reputed universities don't have that structured courses for healthcare management, and that's why my university was private, and the course was very new and innovative. And the fees, like, you can consider 6,000 euros per semester. So it's not that, it's like within 18 or 16 lakhs, you can consider you will finish up your 3 semesters. And if you start working, if you start doing internship, then it is actually very cheap. You really need to finance for your another semester by your parents or by bank loan. You can finance by yourself, because for intern, you will also receive around 1.5 lakh salary per month. So that's actually very affordable, but it's up to you, because getting an internship is really very tedious task, but you will get it when you will have a strong profile.
Yeah, I remember.
So did you do it or not?
Sorry?
So did you do any internships or not?
Yeah. I definitely did 2 internships. I did. One was paid internship, one was unpaid. Unpaid I did just for social organization, social welfare. And also I done with my master thesis. Ideally, some students do master thesis just by with themselves and with a professor, but I did with the organization, and I got paid for both.
Okay,
I,
that's
I
great to
still,
know.
yes, I still remember my interaction with Avanti last year around the same time, or I think April somewhere. And she said, I would really like to contribute, but currently my internship focus is so strong that I really do not want to get deviated from it. Let me fix it up first, and then I will get back to you. So here is Avanti with all of us having a very insightful talk about how the education in Germany works. And yes, I think she has covered almost every aspect she was having it in mind to cover. I think it's left with you. You still wish to share, or should we progress? Anybody wants to ask any question? We will be like in coming 5 minutes. We should actually be concluding the topic. Okay. So
Yeah.
nothing in particular, but yes, as I mentioned you earlier, they do keep coming afterwards. Like, you know, the moment they start thinking themselves over that position, then the questionnaire starts arising in their mind. So they will get back to you as and when they have a question, and I'm very sure that you will help them out. It was
Yeah.
talking to you, Avanti, and it's almost a hour. We just decided for half an hour, but you like took out time for us from like yes, there is another. I was actually expected. Very true. Shreya Gaikwad, please come up. Shreya, hello. Shreya, would you like to ask some question? Shreya, I can see you unmuted, but we cannot hear you. You can do one thing. You can just type it in the chat box, and I can like just ask the same question to Avanti. Yes, Shreya, we are listening to you. Please ask your question. My question is, do ranking of university affects your placement and jobs? Over to you, Avanti.
Yeah, so that's actually a really good question. So yeah, I think as per my experience, it really doesn't matter. But like when you get admitted into a reputed universities, definitely you will have that support of professors, and they have a good collaboration with the big pharmaceutical multinational companies. So that will help you to get placed in a company to do the student job or internships or master thesis. But definitely it's up to you how your CV is. So yeah, I was about to talk on this point that I really suggest you all to do the some kind of internships. I know that these times are really very hard right now, but whenever everything will be fine, try to do as much as internships you can, like of your interest. For example, if you want to do masters in regulatory affairs, try to do the internship in regulatory affairs. If you want to do the masters in pharmaceutical sciences, get done internships into that field. So it actually helps you to build your profile, your CV, so that they will see, okay, he has experience in this field, we can hire him or her. So my conclusion is no, the university ranking really doesn't matter. It's
Yeah,
up to
very.
how you are skilled and how much is your experiences.
Yes, that actually really is a very insightful answer, because the universities are ranked because their publication or research work is like their grants are like that. But necessarily, like Avanti is doing a very fresh course, which is not very, like, not a old stereotype course. So that is very certain that with a new university, she will have a better benefit over the uh, stereotype universities. So
And for in these universities, you have to dive deep into the topic of your interest, and you have to dig everything for you, and to go ahead in your interest. So that actually matters. And the reputed universities is like they will have thousands of 2,000 students of the same course, like since pharmaceutical sciences, like 100 years of pharmaceutical sciences, 200 years of pharmaceutical sciences, regulatory affairs, drug development. So it's like just traditional, you can say.
Yeah, so it's for them, you are just another student which has walked in. Like previously, last year there was some another batch, this year some another batch. So not
exactly.
efforts are put into really, like, shape the future of the student. Whereas in university, as even like, MIT WPU, that way is a new university, though we have a legacy of 40 years of academic performance. But yes, we are new, so we can have that flexibility of taking the labs ahead for our students. Really makes sense. Really makes a lot of sense. Just to help you out understand, Avanti, the new curriculum which has started from 2018, and that is PCI pattern. We have a 6 months exclusive internship period for our students of
excellent.
So that is going to really, really help them out to figure out what really they want to do ahead in their life.
Yeah.
Mainly, as an institute, we have decided to take up projects, small projects if they are in first and second year, a bit mature projects if they are in third and final year. So that expecting the students to have a publication on every year, at least a publication starting with a small review article, just briefing about some situation in the very first year, but gradually going ahead deeper and deeper into it, so that we are trying to build a path and a profile. Like probably not every time Avanti is available to ask them to chase their goals, but some student might need an additional academic push from the faculty side. So on that grounds, we have decided that every student of ours will have a publication in the upcoming years, and we have already started on it. So I think that will really help them to understand the concepts also better.
Yeah.
Read and then you write something, then you really resonate with it. It was fantastic. Is there anything which you want to ask, Avanti? We have already crossed the barrier of an hour now. So we generally schedule for half an hour, but yes, initial half an hour, it goes only in the discussion. Is there any question, or you can get back to Avanti because she's there in the abroad students group, and I have her contact number and email address as well. So you can find her on LinkedIn as well. So students can really connect and get back to you.
Yeah.
So much for being there and sparing the valuable time.
Yeah, that's my pleasure.
Yeah, looking forward for your visit on to this to our institute shortly before you leave, and of course keep connected. We'll stay connected.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.